Hi, Sara. How are you doing?
Good. How are you, David?
Doing very well. We were talking before we started developing these courses about some of the links between our courses, and
Mhm.
how we've sort of developed them. We kind of feel it sort of your course goes much deeper than ours, particularly in issues around bias. Do you want to just tell our participants about your course?
Yeah, so our course is developed as a follow-up on the previous course that we had already done with the Turing Institute. And so in the previous course, we kind of covered like the main concepts around bias, and we focused on tasks of like binary classification. So where the output of the algorithm is either 0 or 1, because that's what's been mostly covered in the literature. And in this course, we kind of try to extend it over other different tasks. So we cover regression, multi-class classification, recommender systems, and clustering. And so for all of these other cases, we also go into the details of how to measure bias and how to mitigate for it.
Which is great, and we've got little bits on bias in our course, but we've got big bits on going beyond debiasing, and so our course is way broader, but we don't go into the depth that you do. I've seen some of your resources and they look wonderful. So yeah, I hope that this sort of we complement each other in the way we've sort of approached this. And are there any other sort of, if I remember correctly, one of the things that was really nice in what you were doing is you had some of these interactive exercises and quizzes as part of what you do. Do you want to just say a little bit about that?
Yeah, so there are a few quizzes that do interactive during the video. So like just the lecture stops and asks a few questions. And then at the end of it, there are also like 2 notebooks, the Python notebooks, where the students can actually like try out how to measure bias and how to mitigate bias. And for that, we also refer to our open source tool, which is the Holistic AI library.
Yeah, and this is a package which your team has been building, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah, we had a look at that and we're very impressed. So no, that looks great.
Yeah, because we couldn't find out there tools that like covered like a lot beyond the classification. There was some things that like around regression, but in our tool we like really try to cover all of these different tasks in one place.
Absolutely. And this is sort of where we feel generally, in what we've been developing, we've tried to be very much tool agnostic. But I think most of our audience are going to be keen on the sort of Python as a language they're going to use. And your tool seems to be, or your package, it seems to be a really good place for them to start. So I'm really encouraging our people who have gone through the course to sort of start a new course if you haven't already done it.